Hi dolls, my name is Emily and I am the creative director at Doll10 Beauty, if you don't know me by now. I just wanted to give a quick introduction to myself as I am now going to be starting a new series vlog on YouTube. I know this is a little bit different than what you're used to seeing on our YouTube channel, but I have some very exciting personal news to share, and this news is just going to create a whole new journey for me, and I just wanted to take you along on that journey with me. Right before the holidays, I did just get engaged. I'm still trying to learn how to pose with this. Clearly all new to me. So today's video is going to be a get to know us, meaning me and my fiance. My fiance's name is Chris. We started dating when we were 15 years old, so we are high school sweethearts. So weird to think about that we've been together for a decade. Never did I think back then when we started dating that we would make it this far. Even my mom would always give me the guilt trip and the speech of you're too young and you're just in high school. But look at us now. I could not picture my life without him. I literally grew up with him. We grew into who we are together, and I wouldn't want it any other way. We did go to college. We went to college about 10 to 15 minutes away from each other, so we were still able to see each other while in college. We had a few breaks here and there just to take some time apart, and I honestly think it was the best thing that we could have done just to figure out if we really wanted to be with each other. Then right after college we did end up moving in together. It wasn't really planned that we were gonna live together. I kind of just snuck my way into him and his brother's apartment. But we have then been living together ever since. We just bought our first house in 2020, which is a huge accomplishment for us. Not too long ago, we recently adopted the second love of my life. If you have not seen him already all over our socials or on What the Cup, but we adopted my first puppy. His name is Tito, and I don't at this point know what I would do without him. He is my best friend. He's somewhere around here already, probably chewing up paper, doing something bad. So again, with the new house and the dog, I kind of wasn't expecting a proposal to happen, even though on December 17th, 2021 would have been our 10-year anniversary. Like I said, we've been dating now for 10 years. So everyone was asking me, did you see it coming? Did you see it happening? And I really didn't see it happening. I mean, I obviously wanted it to happen with the months leading up, but I always told myself that, I know when he's gonna do it. I just know him so well, and, I know when he gets nervous. So I was I will have a feeling. I'm gonna know when it's happening. There's no way I am not going to know. Leading up to the day of our anniversary, he asked if I was able to take off work because it was on a Friday, which I did get the okay from work to take off. And he planned a whole day for us, which I was not expecting. We don't really do that much usually for, every year that we've been dating. He did end up making brunch plans for us in the city, and then he said that we had dinner plans in our hometown, so we had to be back home at a certain time. So I was okay. Woke up that morning, did my full glam. We had to be at brunch by 12 o'clock, so it takes an hour. So anyway, was doing the full glam, getting ready, and the whole time he's asking me, is his outfit okay? And funny thing is, with me being the creative person, he's colorblind, so it's not unusual for him to ask me about his outfits just because he's not really good at matching things. So the whole time he's does this match? Does this look okay? And I'm trying to get ready and I'm trying to do my makeup, so I'm yeah, it looks fine, whatever. So right before brunch, he stops me and he's Tito got you a Christmas present and he wants you to have it before you leave for brunch. So I'm okay, this is, not thinking anything of it, but he said it's under the tree. So I go over to the tree and it's a little box wrapped in wrapping paper. So I'm okay, so he hands it to me and I'm unwrapping it, and it's this a little box. So I'm there's no way he would have me open up my own ring box, that's kind of weird. So I'm opening it up and there's a $10 bill inside, and meanwhile Tito's ripping up the wrapping paper all over. So I'm trying to be in the moment and he's making a mess. So there was a $10 bill inside, and Chris goes, Tito wanted you to have a dollar bill for every year that we've been together to help you and me pay for the engagement ring that you're gonna get a lot sooner than you think. So I'm sitting there like, thanks, Tito. Like, I could really use this, I guess, for the brunch that we're about to pay for too, but thanks. And then he's like, but I also want to give you your present, like, from me before we leave for brunch. And I'm like, okay. And that's when he, like, bent down and, like, picked up the another little box that I didn't see under the tree. It was, like, hidden. And that's where he got down on his knee and proposed. And looking at it now, it was, like, in our own house, in our first house together, in front of the tree with little Tito. So he said after the fact, he was like, I was going to propose, in the restaurant or like in Rittenhouse Square, on the bridge, like in City Hall, like all these spots in the city. And I'm like a very introverted person, so I like don't like to draw a lot of attention to myself. So it was honestly the perfect moment. I got to like cry, shake, like scream. If it would have happened in person, like, or out in public, I would have been like, yes, like get up, like, like don't cause a scene like towards us. But it was just a special moment between us that we got to share being in our first house during Christmas time. And we did end up going to brunch. We went to brunch in the city and we, had a few drinks that afternoon. And we did have to make our way back to our house, which I thought was for dinner, but he ended up lying to me. And a bunch of our friends were at our house, and my whole house was like decorated in like engagement decorations, which I could pop up on the screen. So that was all decorated when I got home, which was again another surprise. Spent the whole night with friends and kind of just celebrated. And then the next day, which was Saturday, he ended up surprising me with my whole family out at a restaurant in our hometown that was like walking distance. So then all of day Saturday was all about the family and everything. So it honestly was such a special moment. That's just like a little quick story of how it happened and our relationship. But now I have a wedding to plan. We agreed that we were going to wait till after the holidays to start planning everything because the holidays were obviously so hectic. So we are going to Florida in February and we are getting our engagement photos done there. So if you would like, I could take you along the journey of finding a dress for the engagement photos and then also at the engagement photos and kind of show you the whole process. I'm obviously going through this all for the first time, so I just wanted to share my exciting news, have you a part of it, and maybe do like a little series and vlog. And yeah, if you have any tips for me, please let me know. Leave them in the comments below. And I am so excited to go on this journey with all of you dolls.